I saw this pop up on my feed, and I wouldn't have watched it, the isekai manga that surpasses the genre. It's not usually the type of video that I like. However, I noticed that it's from a brand new channel, and I always like supporting small channels. So we're gonna watch Kohi's video, the isekai manga that surpasses the genre.
Is this an isekai?
Yes, no.
I think so.
Yes, it is.
Asking a weed.
It's like when I getting hit by a truck and waking up reincarnated in Ohio. No!
Definition of isekai is pretty much the same as asking Fate fans for the correct watch order. Nobody knows, yet everybody's got an opinion.
That's me, the guy that knows and has an opinion. Digimon best isekai.
This manga is the answer to at least one of those questions. So, is it an isekai? Or is it just a regular fantasy? Who knows, but I've got an opinion
Honestly, who cares?
on it. It's actually good. Hello, fellow
That's the
weeb
only thing that matters. I like a good story. Ultimately, good story is the best.
peeps, it is I, Kohi. I stumbled upon this manga while mindlessly scrolling through the new chapters section on a questionable manga.
Hold up
website.
a
Upon this
second. My disciple became a demon, a million views censored. Wait a second, we're gonna have to do some research. I see no problem with this manga. I don't know. I'm doing my research right now, and I see no wrongs. I see it as nothing more than a wholesome manga.
The new chapters section
it
on
all
a
back.
questionable manga website.
I was
and
just looking at images. I'm like, yeah, this all looks fine. Nope. Nope. There's a naked man over there, and he's wielding a different kind of sword.
it caught my interest. For fuck's sake, another trash isekai, let's go! Well,
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more wrong. Meet Kai, a typical teenager who does all the normal teenage things, like vibing with your friends on a part-time job, going
If he doesn't mention masturbating, then he's not talking about a normal teenager.
to the gym to do some mock fighting with the gym bros, or dreaming about the demon's graveyard and foreshadowing the end of the world as we know it. You know,
Yep, normal teenager. I take it all back.
as I said, just the typical teenager stuff. Wait, demons? Yeah, well, I forgot to mention that there exist different intelligent races in this world,
Let's
and
go.
unlike humans, they are actually good at stuff. They can do cool things like magic, destroying the world, and so on. But those races existed in the
Damn.
past, before the Great War, which was...
Dude, this is just No Game No Life's plot. Every single... Why are there so many with the same idea? It's like, all right. Humans are the only guys that can't, like, use magic, all right? All the other ones, there was a great war. We're in this post-apocalyptic world. Now the world is different.
surprisingly won by humans, when the hero of humanity appeared and saved the world just because he got an SSR drop in the life gacha. So yeah, now in the present only humans exist, but the faint reminiscence of the past is still there, in the form of demon cemetery. Places where humanity's heroes sit locked up all the bad demons to stop them from doing some very bad thing.
Yo, so it's like dungeons. It's like dungeons in a not MMO setting. That's pretty cool.
And it is our protagonist's job to keep a lookout on those cemeteries in case something horrible happens. Which it doesn't.
That was the worst misdirect of all time.
But one day, when Kai is casually hanging out with a human that looks suspiciously like a female, weird things start happening. His vision gets blurred.
Yeah, you know why? Women aren't real. Kai's first mistake was assuming women are real.
A sandstorm envelopes the entire city, but
Yo, hold up. Can I just say, this is a new channel. Kohi's channel is new. Dude has 3 videos on his channel. The editing is fire, okay? The script is solid.
the most bizarre is that he's the only one who notices it. Others seem completely unfazed by the event. His childhood friend Jeannie, who he was with at the time, even casually asks him what is wrong. Nobody is aware of the world being changed, or more like, nobody cares. As a last resort, Kai attempts to grab
Wait,
Jeannie's
what?
hand, but it's too late. As his vision gets dark, he hears a mysterious voice saying words that don't make any sense to him. Now, at this point you are sort of expecting the guy to pop up inside another fantasy
Or in the past, at least, before the war.
world where he has to act like an idiot or be OP as fuck. Most of the time, both of these combined. But no, that's not what happened here. Instead, he finds himself in the same spot as he was before the storm, but everything looks destroyed. All the buildings look like they have been abandoned a long time ago, and there is not a single human in sight. But there is something that is alive there. A demon. A being that he only heard stories about.
Oh,
They
damn.
were all
Chibi would date this demon.
supposed to be dead, locked up into cemeteries, yet this one is just casually wandering the streets. But fear not, because our protagonist has plot armor and easily deals with this fucker who is like 100 times his size because of modern weaponry. And then there is
Modern weaponry, there were... Okay.
another, and split armor can only be so strong. But a flash of light appears from nowhere, and finally, he sees a
Was this like an alternate reality where the humans didn't win the war, and it's like an apocalyptic manga?
human for the very first time after the storm. And wait, those are the two best friends he was hanging out with at the start. Relieved, he asks them what is going on, but to his surprise, their answer is... Who the fuck are you?
Oh, damn.
So, wait, he's in some sort of another world, but there are still people he knew.
I have to watch more of Uncle OG-san. The Isekai uncle story with the hot elf. I could have just said the elf and it would have described the same thing. But I didn't, and I stand by my Freudian slip.
From his original world, but these people don't remember him. After some explaining, we finally get the answer to why is everything so different. In this version of reality, humanity didn't win. No hero was born, so there was no way for puny humans with their little hands to win against demons, elves, beastmen, or even angels. How much can just one change completely ruin the world? After finally arriving at their destination...
It's interesting, because, like, you'd think they could just introduce us to this apocalyptic world. Why did they need to give us this alternate reality where a hero did win? I guess it does set the stage for the main character.
And they see the remnants of humanity, living in small outposts, constantly in fear of the demons lurking around them.
Is that a Last of Us reference?
Genie, the girl he was last with before the world changed, who is a man now for some reason.
That... You imagine this dude transported to an alternate world, right? There's this girl that he loves. He's transported to this alternate world. In this alternate world, not only is humanity out there, okay? Not only was humanity mostly wiped out and they're living in these little refugee camps, bro. Not only that, but all the people that he loved, they're still around. Everyone has their alternate version of themselves, except one tiny little difference. The girl he loved is a dude.
But nobody recognizes him. All his friends, or even his loved ones, seem as just a stranger who somehow survived in the harsh environment outside. Terrified of the world he is now in, he frantically searches for any resemblance to his previous world, and unexpectedly, he finds one in a book about landscape photos. Well, some people read manga about a dude and his chainsaw, and some people look at landscape photos. Putting aside our differences, he does find something interesting in that book. A familiar-looking pyramid-like structure, that is. So he goes to the place where he used to spend most of his time before he got tossed in this nightmare, and lo and behold, the cemeteries are still there. But there is something wrong about them.
That's weird.
Something that he never thought he would ever see.
Why would they be
the
built?
gates are open. The insides of the cemetery look the same as they did in his dreams. With one exception. There are no demons. But there
yeah, they're all running around outside.
is something that catches his attention. A shining sword-like object is stuck in the middle of the pyramid.
No!
And he instantly recognizes it. It's the sword that saved humanity in his world.
Wait
the
up.
fabled sword that slashed
Hold
the
up.
heroes of other races and humanity's last hope. Intrigued by something that he only heard stories about, he tries to pick it up and... I've seen that before. The light created by...
Wait a second, is that an Eminence in Shadow reference?
The light created by the door completely envelopes him, and when he comes to, he's not standing in the cemeteries anymore. His surroundings are completely unrecognizable.
Like, I'm waiting for the twist. The isekai manga that surpasses the genre. I'm waiting for the twist.
It's almost like he's in another world. After a bit of exploring, he finds a woman trapped in chains. And
Like every woman in an isekai anime. You see, until this point I was gonna say this isn't an isekai anime. He's just in an alternate dimension of his own reality. It's not an isekai anime. Oh, a woman trapped in chains? Yeah, this is an isekai anime.
because she politely asked for help, he saves her.
God damn, the way the chains are... I mean...
Definitely a good decision. And you know, the normal stuff follows. They fight to death, almost blew up the building and so on. Wait, what?
Anti-gravity boobas.
Almost blew up the building and so on. Wait,
Alright,
what?
basic.
It was all just a misunderstanding. She thought Kai was working with her captors and came there to kill her. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
She saw the guy that came and freed her, and she's like, oh my god, I thought you were totally here to kill me and working with the people that wanted me in chains. I'll blow you up now. Huh? It's like, dude, isekai women, either they're in chains or they're absolute idiots. She managed to check off both.
Introduces herself as Rina, a lost being not belonging to any race. She doesn't even know where she came from or what she is. Precious AF, that's what she is. Just look at those panels. She isn't at Anya's levels of cuteness, but she does get a solid 6.7 Anyas out of 10. And
Wait, hold up. You don't show me her bobs and talk about Anya, okay? That's just not right.
also, there is one more thing special about her. She remembers the world the same as Kai does. By her memory, humans were about to win the war right before she got captured and imprisoned. But when she mentions humanity's hero, whose sword is in the hands of our
That's
protagonist right now,
scary.
something goes awfully wrong.
What?
A terrifying creature crawls out of the void with one objective in mind: to seal any threat to the new world. Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows when it comes to this manga. It is one of the most original pseudo-isekai concepts that I have ever seen, but goddamn is there a lot of speech bubbles. You want weeps to read
That's a
actual words?
lot of speech bubbles.
Are you crazy? So, if you don't mind reading, well, words, then give this manga a try. It deserves it. You made it to the end.
That was a good video. Kohi, yo, everyone watching this right now, can you please go to this video on Kohi's channel and drop him a keep going, king, or something like that. Drop him a Billy says keep going, king. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.